3D anime has a pretty lousy reputation. I mean, a quick look at the 2016 Berserk can probably take anyone off watching heavy CGI shows. However, there are a few exceptions to this, and Houseki no Kuni is one of them. Welcome to Demo Entertainment. In this video, I will show you why Houseki no Kuni is rated so highly, my viewing experience of the anime, and the downsides to this anime. There's also a blog version in the description below if you want to check that out instead. Currently, Houseki no Kuni, aka Land Illustrious, is available on Amazon Prime. If you click the link in the description below, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial if you don't already have an Amazon Prime account. They had talented staff like Eiji Inamoto, who was the CGI director. He worked on other previous works such as Ghost in the Shell. They also had Yuichi, who worked on the concept design for the anime, and both of them together really just pulled the anime together. Asako Nishida also did a great job with the character design. She also has a lot of experience from working on titles like Vampire Knight. At first glance, this anime can look pretty weird. I mean, it has a really unique character design, but once you get used to it, you get to really notice its impressive colors and its very fluid fight scenes, and overall the visuals of this anime is just so impressive. They use CGI for the crystal look because it would be super hard to actually pull off this with traditional 2D drawing. The director of the series goes more in depth, saying, "The appeal of the series is how beautiful the gemstones are, but gems are difficult to depict with hand-drawn animation, where you have to illustrate their translucency through color. CG's main strength here is that you can portray gems as they are. Land of the Lustrious's appeal lies in being able to visually awe the audience, and this does so in a way that only the anime can." The studio behind Houseki no Kuni is Orange, a relatively small studio. In fact, there was an interview with the series director, and he stated why they wanted Orange to work on the project with them. Taki-san said from the beginning that he wanted the production studio to be Orange, so we started with that assumption. I knew they were talented. The soundtrack in this anime is also really good, and it kind of reminds me of Spirited Away a little bit, kind of like a worse version, but don't get me wrong, a worse version of a Spirited Away soundtrack is still a really good. Going into this anime, the animation looked off, but I did get used to it pretty quickly, as I said in the beginning. As the anime progressed, I kind of found myself hating the main character because of her lack of will and strength. She also brought trouble to the other characters in the show without really taking responsibility or knowing the consequences of their actions. As the anime got into the later episodes, luckily the character development really started to take off near the middle to end of the show. While watching the anime, I thought it was going to be rushed, and luckily it wasn't, and they went back to answer some of the questions and some of the things they said near the start of the anime. I feel like the second season of Land of the Lustrous is going to be so much better than the first season, just because Foe kind of gets more motive, and I'm really curious to see kind of what happens. I would say that Land of the Lustrous is one of the best anime on Amazon Prime, but this anime does have some pretty big cons. During the start, I never really felt hooked into the anime, which can definitely bring off a lot of people because you kind of have to force yourself to watch it just a little bit. And this was kind of because the protagonist didn't really have a goal or motive, so you're just kind of like going along with it. Of course, this does change near the middle to the end of the anime, but it does kind of suck that you have to wait that long in order to, you know, kind of get hooked into the show. It also takes time to adjust to the CGI characters, and it will definitely put off a lot of people just because it does look a little bit weird. And also the frame rate during some of the scenes also wasn't too great either, and it looked kind of weird.
This 6度流星が訪れ、6度かけ、6個の月を生み、すべての生物は海へ逃げ、貧しい浜辺には不毛な環境に適した生物が現れた。繁栄した生物のうち、逃げ遅れ、海に沈んだ者が海底に住まう微小な生物に食われ、無機物に生まれ変わり、長い時をかけ、規則的に配列し、結晶となり。
先生、お呼びですか？
うん。ホスポフィライト、お前の仕事がやっと決まった。私たちを装飾品にするため、月より無数訪れる狩人に対し、こちらは28名、技術ある者、2人1組で見張る者、お前に背負わせる者は難しく、考えあぐれていたのだ。得意な体質に加え、堅牢無比の不器用の地層、堅牢の精神か。まだ早いわ、バカ者、バカ者。しまった。お前はひときわ脆く、その上高度は三半。博物誌を編んでもらう。戦闘の肝、戦いたいならまずその仕事で観察眼を養いなさい。
丸め込もうとしてますね。
Now that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch other videos like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you can get spam fucked every time I upload a video, which will be a lot in the future. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Is Black Clover the victim to a horrible studio, or is finally listening to the hours worth of Asta screams finally made Studio Pierrot go mad? Anime adaptations are about as faithful to the manga as Krillin is to life. Find out why in this video. Help me!